Hello, all you good people. Happy holidays from the MEBS, the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are at this time. My special guest for today is Miles away from me. He's from Chile, a very good friend of mine, my co-administrator in the Passion of Poetry. No dull moment if I talk to him, a famous poet and an excellent chef, Mr. Cristian Romero Diaz. How are you, Christian?
Thank you so much, my dear Helen. It's remarkable and an honor to be here in the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. It's a unique experience, and I'm so glad and so honored to be here with you.
That's wonderful. Christian, can you introduce a bit of yourself to our viewers?
Sure. My name is Cristian Romero Diaz. I am a poet, writer, chef, and voice of my own radio show. And my radio show is in a radio station in Chile called Casa Bukowski, and I'm I'm just a person who tries to live his life here in this beautiful world and making some kind of change if it is possible in the perspective of art. Not only art, this perspective of people who wants to spread themselves, express themselves, and making a better world because if something departures from yourself, everything will be better. We always saying we have to change the world, but the change
Yes.
begins from inside. And once you can have the capacity of changing yourself, then you can change the world because you have control of yourself.
What a wise
And
words
thank
from a wise man. So thank you for that. I feel inspired and delighted with that words. Now, to make this interview to have fun with you. I mean, I'm going to ask you in Spanish, and please just answer it in English. So,
no problem.
¿cómo es el clima, Ali?
The weather here is very hot because we're having high temperatures near or the 40 degrees Celsius. That would be like 120 Fahrenheit. I'm guessing. I don't know for sure, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's a very high temperature lately, and we are nearby of the 40 degrees Celsius. The last season in Europe, that temperature was the highest, I guess. And here in Chile,
Wow.
we are approaching to have that temperature little by little. So we are kind of hot
Freezing.
in the.
So it's good. I love this climate. Here in the Philippines, it's cold here. It's cold, and sometimes
Because you
during
are on the opposite
summertime.
hemisphere. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. ¿Cómo te convertiste en chef?
I became chef because I wanted to create something new, not to shine, because making new things, creating things makes me feel good, makes me feel relaxed and contributing with something new and makes me just sparkles the neurons in my brain and do something that is always something better, not to me, but to people who surround me. I always like to make something that can make you think or feel different. That's why my radio show is called in Spanish, Vivir es sentir. Hay no hay dilema. Translation would be to live is to feel. There is no dilemma. And it's
Yes.
Friday in Casa Bukowski Radio. It would be Radio House Bukowski. And the webpage is kasowkowski.com. You want to search it for the podcast, they're already here. We already have in the 30 episode of Vivir Sentir. And we are very proud to the work we're doing there because there's a lot of poets all over the world who are participating in this radio show. I read poetry, I
Wow.
translate poetry from them, from English to Spanish. I read in fact, in the next episode this Friday, guess who will be there? Anit Sharpley, the founder of Papa Python of Poetry, will be there with her. I will be
Wow.
reading her poetry, and she had the kindness of donate this marvelous poetry that she's writing. Um, it would be an honor, and I'm so proud to have her there in this Friday.
So that's wonderful. I wish
And
I was there.
I'm delighted, and I would like you to participate too. If you can, you
I
will.
love to. Thank you for the invite. I love to.
Thank
Anyway,
you with your perception.
yeah. How can you relate being, a chef and being a poet?
It's something similar in certain ways, and in certain ways it's different because when you make a poem, you take elements from outside, making words and coherence of the feeling you have to transmit in the poem. When you do
Yeah.
that, you're creating something new. And with food or with the dishes, it's something similar. You have to take elements like the flavors, the ingredient, the texture, the moisturizing and the elements. And based on that, you can make a good dish, the perfect bite. I had
Yeah.
I have a guest in my radio show who give us a live interview. She's Janet Eureka Tiburcio Marquez. He's the president of Thousand Mines for Mexico and honorary president of UAT also in this world. And she's a very talented person. Reminds me of you, dear Helen, because
Really?
she's a very multifaceted woman. And she gave me this answer when I asked her a question. She said, mathematics and arts are similar because everything comes from there. They have evolved
Yeah, I
so many ways.
understand.
And like your chef, you had to calculate all those flavors to make the perfect bite. And that is math, it's mathematics. And she was right
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, yeah. I got you. Meaning, both are an expression of ourselves. Both are an
Okay.
art. And we need to pour our hearts and spirit to make it beautiful.
It's true, totally true. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it. Now I know. I've learned something from you. So, cuando empezaste a escribir poesía?
I started writing poetry since I was a little boy, since I was a kid.
Oh,
I was 6 years old
you
when I
were
wrote
born.
my
You
first
were
poem.
born as a poet already.
I don't know, but I always write. I never took it seriously like 20 years ago, but I always write. I always like the lyrics of the songs, the poetry, the writing, and the lyrics in this merge that is life because you can transmit something if you are transmitting something to the people who reads you, to the social network, to your book, to your communication. You can do something that's different, something that might, can, and will help others to do the same or to become something better. I'm not to be comparing being to others. I'm just trying to help from my perspective and what I become and what I learn about this beautiful life. And I think that something is very important. to make a better world. There's so much suffering
That's
in
true.
this world, and
Yes,
you have
that's
to
true.
give something that's beautiful, like you said.
We have to twist our minds into something beautiful. But at 7, you are mature enough compared to other children
Yes, thank you.
as a writer. Anyway,
Yeah, thank you.
¿Tenías son tus inspiraciones?
In art, I think everybody, because everybody has art in their hearts. Writers, first was Jorge Luis Borges and Gabriela Mistral, Pablo Neruda, Violeta Parra. All the last three were Chilean artists. Um,
Yeah.
Violeta Parra was a poetess and songwriter, and she was a remarkable singer. And Pablo Neruda and Gabriela Mistral, they were poets, and they were winners of um, the greatest awards in the history of writing here in Chile and outside too. And that is an inspiration to Chilean people. Always have have the meaning of life through the writing because even if we're not perfect, we can transmit something that can be learned by others.
Yes, that's true. So,
And we always have to support on God too. God lead our ways to live in this world. And being awake every morning and when you open your eyes and you smell something good, that's God. That's nothing else but Him or her. But it's God. He gives us everything that we have and everything that we are. It's because of Him. He gives us life.
okay, that's nice. Okay. So, can you just share one, or I'll speak in Spanish. Puedes
Okay.
leer tu poema en Spanish y traducirlo al English?
Yes, I will do that. Thank you so much for the minute
Thank
sent here,
you.
Helen. And the poem I'm going to read it calls Addicted. And it says like this in English first, and then I translate it to Spanish. I acquire the death echo of the hours, ruminating sirens among the monotony, in order to acquire a ticket to the circus, which is my clear life with a dark, multicolored complexions. I seal a silent time where the day dawns, suffering in its meaning of the wings of the night, smoking mercilessly in the paradigm light, kilowatts and spark made laughing to inseminate culture below the waist, where sex appears saving mind to seduce the impulse of frustration. I hope the last melody of my thinking may your graceful effect on these old tracks that supply my years of existence. There are the ethereal tides of time that with dry foam of absence and acrobatics, they have kept the emotion asleep and hidden in the mirror lip of that slaving aspect of rancid music of my own soul in life, which, like a very strong drug, now I declare myself an addicted. And
That's
in
very
Spanish would
inspiring.
thank you. And in Spanish would be adicto. Adquiero el sordo eco de las horas, rumiando sueros entre la monotonía, para así adquirir un boleto al circo, que es mi clara vida de tez oscura multicolor. Vendo la época silente en donde el día amanece, sufriendo su significado en las alas de la noche, mofándose inclemente en la luz que desfila, kilovatios y chispas hechas risotadas para inseminar cultura debajo de la cintura, donde el sexo aparece salvadoramente a seducir los impulsos de las frustraciones. Espero que la última melodía de mi pensar haga su grácil efecto sobre estas viejas grietas que surten de existencia a mis años. Ellas son las marejadas etéreas del tiempo, que cual espuma seca de ausencias y acrobacias, han guardado las emociones dormidas y escondidas en el espejo vivido de ese aspecto esclavizante, la música frenética de mi propia alma en vida, a la que, como una fuertísima droga, ahora me declaro un adicto. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. How I wish to listen more poems from you, but we have just a little time left, so I'm going to proceed. Cualquier consejo para tus amigos poetas en Chile.
Thank you so much. It's a very good question. It's a great question. We Chilean people, we have the arts in our blood. We related with our land, we related with our ground, and with the sky, with the fire and the wind. We're very talented people. And there's a lot of poems here. If I do want to send a message to them, I would say right from the heart, right from the heart, and independently if you think that is something good or not so good, you can transmit what you're feeling right here. And that's the most important aspect in part of writing. Be yourself, being authentic, not to try to imitate someone else. If you do like that, then the duty and the labor of the poet or the writer is accomplished, I believe.
A very
I'm
beautiful
also,
message.
thank you, dear Helen. Thank you, dear Helen. I'm the president of
Okay,
the UAT also. If you want to participate in the Facebook page,
I love
the group is called in
to.
Spanish Grupo Chile, Group UAT Chile. If you want to
Ah, that's
participate,
nice. So just
dear
give me a,
Helen,
a link so that I can participate. I can
thank you so
join.
much, dear Helen.
Okay. Chines un mensaje para nuestros co-administradores en el pub of poetry.
They're amazing people. They're so nice. They're so wise in all they do. And like you, they're great artists. And I'm thrilled, I'm amazed also to be part of pop. Passion and poetry is it's a window of great poetry and great souls also. And I want to spread my heartfelt gratitude to Annette Tarpley and
Yeah,
all my coworkers who are you,
yeah,
Timothy, Stuart, Dan, and all
yeah.
those amazing people who give so much of them to
That's
sustain that
true.
marvelous group. And I'm really thankful and honored and privileged to be like that, to be with them. Yes,
Yeah, that's true. I hope also and pray that we have a very beautiful coming year to come, 2023.
thank you so
Me
much.
estoy divertiendo contigo y amablemente saludo mis amigos por mí. Puedes decirles que los amo a todos.
Uh,
So, thank you for your time, Christian. And I am so
thank you so
glad,
much.
happy, delighted, and um having you here in my show. And we've
Thank you
done
so
it.
much.
We did it very beautifully and
Thank
successfully.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, my dear Helen. Thank you so
Adios, mi
much for
amigo.
everything. Bye bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.